Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We dive deep into the fascinating world of rare coins and collectibles, exploring their histories, values, and the incredible stories behind them. Today, we are on a journey that takes us back to 2016, a year that marked a significant moment in numismatic history, where one solitary cent, a piece of currency that typically isn't even worth the effort to pick up off the ground, became a veritable treasure worth an astonishing $184 million. Yes, you heard that right. A mere 1 cent, which is often tossed aside as insignificant, transformed into a symbol of extraordinary value due to a series of remarkable errors and mistakes during its minting process. Now, let's unpack this incredible story, exploring the various twists and turns that led to an unassuming coin worth millions and what makes it so special. The journey begins with a classic tale of human error, where the intricacies of coin production, the delicate machinery, the fine details of design, and the precision required in striking coins, intersected with mistakes that turned an innocent 1 cent piece into a prized collectible. In 2016, the United States Mint produced a batch of coins, among them a handful of 1 cent pieces that were inadvertently misprinted. These errors ranged from off-center strikes, where the image stamped onto the coin was improperly aligned, to double dies, where the same image appeared twice with slight variations, creating a unique visual effect. Each of these flaws and irregularities, while detrimental in normal circumstances, contributed to the rarity of the coins in question. As collectors and investors scrutinized the market, it quickly became apparent that these misprints were not just malformed coins, they were rare artifacts of history, each with its own story to tell, and collectors began to realize their potential value. The frenzy around these coins highlights the fascinating psychology of rarity and value, how human desire often elevates items from the mundane to the extraordinary based on their uniqueness. The allure of owning a piece of misprinted currency stems from the feeling of possessing something that transcends its intended purpose. For many collectors, the challenge of finding misprinted coins adds an element of excitement to numismatics, akin to hunting for treasure, as each coin brings with it a narrative that connects the owner to a moment in time when circumstance transformed a simple minting error into a golden opportunity. As we delve deeper into the story, we'll examine how some collectors meticulously seek out these anomalies, combing through roll after roll of 1 cent coins, hoping to stumble upon that rare gem that could carry an unfathomable price tag. The errors that led to the staggering valuation of the 2016 1 cent coin serve as a reminder that beauty is often found in imperfections. A slightly misaligned die or an unusual doubling could turn an ordinary coin into an extraordinary artifact revered by collectors. Furthermore, we will explore the workings of the coin valuation market and how factors such as condition, provenance, and rarity dramatically impact price. The world of numismatics is governed by principles that often defy conventional wisdom. Items with wide circulation can somehow become scarce due to mistakes, while limited production pieces can occasionally fall flat in desirability. In the case of the 2016 1 cent coins, mere errors have guided an otherwise overlooked denomination to the heights of valuation-driven local and national interest. We will also touch upon the role that grading systems play within this treasure hunt, as coins undergo rigorous assessments based on their condition grade, authenticity, and market factors, essentially setting their value in a competitive collector system. Grading can range from 1 to 70, with each grade representing a significant leap in terms of collectible desirability and value. A high grade often means that a coin is in excellent condition without major blemishes, adding an extra layer of intrigue to the hunting process. The months following the identification of the rare 2016 1 cent coins witnessed an explosion in interest from coin dealers, investors, and casual collectors alike. Auctions were held, prices soared, and stories circulated in forums and social media as individuals proudly shared their finds. News outlets highlighted the once-in-a-lifetime chance to engage in a collector's frenzy, detailing accounts of how these errors spurred a new generation of coin enthusiasts as they began to search the pockets of their jeans and the recesses of their couch cushions for those elusive misprinted coins. Some individuals went so far as to scour warehouse dumps and flea markets, hoping to unearth a trove of coins that might turn a modest investment into a remarkable payout. The motivating factor for many was more than just the prospect of monetary gain. It was the excitement of the hunt and the thrill of being part of a unique cultural moment in numismatics where the allure of a single coin held the keys to wealth. On top of its incredible story of rarity and valuation, the 2016 1-cent coin saga also gives rise to discussions on the future of currency and collectibles in a rapidly digitizing world. As digital currencies emerge and traditional forms of fiat money face an uncertain future, the role that items like rare coins play within the broader financial landscape becomes ever more vital and nuanced. Collectibles are seen not just as hobbies or form of entertainment but as viable investments, further entwining the narratives of currency and human history. The future of physical coins may be in question, but these misprints stand as testament to the impact of history and the unpredictable nature of value, holding a place for history in an economy that is often focused on the future. Alongside that, we invite you to consider the broader implications of what it means to value something unique. How do investors, consumers, and collectors ascribe worth to items marked by flaws? The 2016 1-cent coin demonstrates vividly that sometimes, it is in the errors that we find the most extraordinary results, where a simple mistake spins a tale of fascination, intrigue, and excitement that goes far beyond the humble value of a single cent. This saga reflects our collective desire for connection, to the distant past, to the thrill of discovery, and to the communities formed in pursuit of those little treasures. So, as we draw our journey to a close, remember that in the world of collectibles, one person's flaw is another person's fortune, and perhaps the next treasure you find while sifting through heirlooms or checking your pocket change could turn out to be a piece of history, carrying with it the weight of stories and possibilities that extend far beyond its face value. Thank you for joining us on this captivating exploration, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more enchanting tales from the world of numismatics that inspire wonder and ignite the treasure hunt within all of us. Next 1982 1-cent USA coin, we take you on an incredible journey through the fascinating world of coins and collectibles, unlocking the secrets of their histories and exceptional values, and today we have a truly astonishing story to share with you about a single coin that could change your perspective on currency forever. The tale of the 1982 1-cent coin is one that may leave you both astounded and intrigued, as it is not just your average piece of change. This particular penny is rumored to be worth an astonishing $218 million due to a variety of errors and mistakes that occurred during its production, which ultimately gave it significant numismatic value beyond its mere face value. Join us as we delve into the circumstances that led to this extraordinary valuation, exploring the types of errors that can turn an everyday coin into a highly sought-after collectible, and the fascinating journey that transformed this specific 1-cent piece into a symbol of rarity and value in the coin collecting community. The story begins in the early 1980s, when the United States Mint was undergoing various transitional phases in its production process, particularly with the 1-cent coin, which was originally minted in copper but changed to a new zinc composition in 1982 to reduce production costs. The decision to alter these coins to a lighter, less expensive alloy led to an invaluable opportunity for collectors as the erroneous striking of high-value coins was about to take place. As they processed the new zinc composition, the US Mint accidentally let some coins slip past quality control measures, leading to several varieties of the 1982 penny with rare characteristics and markings that collectors soon discovered were worth far more than their face value. One of the most notable errors that emerged from this production mishap was the creation of the transitional coin that is now referred to as the 1982 copper penny, which was mistakenly produced during the changeover to zinc. While the majority of pennies produced during that year were minted from the new zinc alloy, a small number of them were still made from the old copper composition, and these rare coins soon captured the interest of avid collectors, leading to significant prices on the market. The 1982 copper penny became a highly sought-after item, not merely because of its metallic content but because of the historical significance that surrounded the mistakes in production and the story that unfolded during that period. Each penny that was minted with an off-strike or a double die became a coveted piece in the eyes of collectors, and many individuals began to realize that pennies could hold far greater value than they ever imagined. Furthermore, this realization brought artists, enthusiasts, and appraisers together, forming new niches in collecting and investment strategies as they sought to capitalize on these manufacturing errors that had slipped through the mint's production lines. It resulted in a groundbreaking paradigm shift within the numismatic community, pushing the boundaries of what could be considered valuable and reshaping the way coins were perceived, urging collectors to comb through jars of spare change and search for elusive errors that could yield financial rewards. As the marketplace for these coins expanded and interest in their value grew, notable errors like unpolished dies, ghosted images, misaligned designs, and improper minting techniques began to emerge, leading many to dig deeper into their personal collections or scour coin shops for hidden gems. One of the standout features of these misprint pennies is their physical characteristics that distinguish them from standard minting, such as inconsistencies in the depth of strike, the impressions left on their surfaces, and the occasional presence of unintentional designs. For example, the double die error could create a striking feature in which the image appears to be doubled, or where letters and numbers replicate and distort in a unique way, creating an aesthetic that both captures the eye and ignites the passions of collectors. These discrepancies quickly became a source of fascination for numismatists, who endeavored to explore the science and mechanics behind how these errors occurred, the mechanics of the minting process, the types of materials used, and the potential for human error that can manifest in unexpected ways, so much so that the examination of coin production became an extension of the art itself. The 1982 1-cent coin's pricing trajectory resembles bubbling excitement. A simple piece of currency took on the air of an investor's goldmine as early buyers of these rare misprints began to realize that the market value could easily exceed even extravagant expectations. In particular, coins that exemplify outstanding errors and pristine conditions commanded impressive price tags, with certain specimens allegedly selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars or more, stirring further interest in the market and leading even casual collectors to investigate what lay in their pockets, couches, and old piggy banks. As these misprinted coins gained value and status, auctions began to create substantial excitement in the auction houses, where participants would bid enthusiastically for the chance to own one of these rare pieces of history. The visibility of such high-stakes transactions further fueled the perception of the misprinted coins, making them a must-have in many serious collections. Additionally, the rarity and story behind these coins, particularly the 1982 1-cent coin, inspired a new wave of collectors to enter the realm of numismatics, eager to educate themselves on error coins and the various conditions that contribute to their elevated statuses. The intricate novelty of purchasing and owning a piece of misprinted currency instantly transformed the experience, with collectors forming communities that discussed findings and fostered relationships in their shared passion for coins. Moreover, the role of these coins as investment vehicles took center stage as collectors embraced the fact that investing in currency was not just a whimsical endeavor but also a strategic one, with young investors seemingly shifting focus from stocks and bonds to rare coins fueled by the desire for tangible assets. Education became an integral component within these circles, enabling novices and experienced collectors alike to hone their skills, assess condition and worth, and understand how market trends and auction activity could affect the value of their collections. Attending conventions devoted to error coins became a common practice as individuals sought to deepen their knowledge on how to spot potential treasures hiding in plain sight. Furthermore, awareness of these coins transcended the typical collectors' circles and permeated broader culture, prompting social media channels and online marketplaces to emerge for discussing, buying, and selling these elusive items. Platforms dedicated to numismatics burgeoned, expanding the community and fostering connections among those who sought to buy, sell, and trade coins, regardless of their entry point into the world of collecting. The allure of error coins became increasingly powerful, and as discussions flourished online, collectors found a sense of camaraderie, sharing their stories of luck, hard work, and dedicated searching, all in the hopes of unearthing the next great find that could reshape their understanding of wealth. Beyond the individual, the 1982 1-cent coin, with its exceptional qualities and the intricacies of its production process, raised important questions around the nature of value itself. What is it that compels individuals to bestow so much worth on an item that, at first glance, appears to be a simple penny? The answer can be multifaceted. Collectors find solace in the knowledge that rarity equates to desirability. Owning something that is unique often serves to elevate one's status as a collector and makes the experience not just about currency, but also about being part of a broader narrative that intertwines history, human endeavor, and the constant push towards understanding the intricate workings of our societies. This psychological dimension ties back to the sheer allure of discovering something rare and, ultimately, valuable, creating a compelling reason to continue the search for elusive coins, whether they appear to be stuck between car seats, buried beneath layers of dust on a forgotten shelf, or hidden in the forgotten recesses of family heirlooms passed down through generations. Such sentiments fundamentally reshape how collectors view money, shifting perceptions away from traditional metrics of wealth towards elements that are perhaps more exciting and ebullient, a transformative journey for many individuals that melds their experiences of excitement with a well-founded apprehension for the unpredictable dynamics of collectibles. As we reflect on the astonishing value of the 1982 1-cent coin, it ultimately showcases how even pennies can prove to be treasure troves of potential. The misprints and errors that came about during its production tell a story much larger than the coin itself and illustrate the unpredictability and charm of numismatics as a hobby and investment strategy. It's a great reminder of the hidden stories that lie in wait behind ordinary objects, all waiting to be discovered, cherished, and appreciated, inviting us all to ponder what lies hidden in our own possessions and encouraging new generations to embrace the thrill of the chase. The world of era coins continues to grow and evolve, embracing newcomers and old hands alike while redefining the notion of collectible worth. With each discovered era, it begs the question: how many other forgotten treasures are out there, waiting to be found? Thank you for joining us today on this remarkable exploration. Last 1989 1-cent USA coin, we explore the wonders of coin collecting and the rich history that comes with each minted piece of currency, and today we are diving deep into one of the most astonishing stories in numismatics, the tale of the 1989 1-cent coin, which has gained notoriety for its extraordinary valuation of a staggering $321 million thanks to a series of rare errors and mistakes that occurred during its minting process. This story is not just about a coin, it embodies the peculiar intersection of human error, historical significance, and the riveting pursuit of collectors searching for treasure in the most unexpected places. The events surrounding the 1989 penny showcase how a simple 1-cent coin can transcend its humble origins and be transformed into a coveted piece of history. So grab your magnifying glass and put on your treasure hunting hat as we examine the details behind this remarkable coin and what makes it so valuable in the eyes of collectors and investors alike. As we journey back to 1989, we find ourselves in a time of monetary transition for the United States, where the economy was booming and the minting of coins was more critical than ever. The US Mint was tasked with producing billions of 1-cent coins to meet the demands of a growing population and an ever-increasing need for currency in everyday transactions. However, amidst the hustle of production, a variety of errors and mistakes occurred that would give rise to one of the most valuable coins in history. As the year unfolded, the Mint began to experience issues with their dies, the metal stamps used to imprint images onto the coins. A die that has undergone excessive wear and tear can often lead to poorly struck coins, and the 1989 1-cent coin was no exception. These worn dies produced a number of striking errors that collectors would later come to regard as vital to the coin's value. Among the various errors that would solidify this penny's legendary status were occurrences of the double die, a phenomenon that results in the design being stamped twice onto the coin, creating a noticeable doubling effect on certain elements of the coin's imagery, especially on the date and inscriptions. Collectors began scouring their change to find these specific types of errors, as the appeal of owning a coin with such anomalies added an aura of exclusivity that could result in significant financial gain. The value of a double die penny is linked to its rarity and the exceptional craftsmanship that goes into collecting, and as these coins changed hands, The price tags on them skyrocketed, further propelling the allure of error coins in the marketplace. Additionally, there were reports of another error that revolved around the off-center strikes, in which the coins were not aligned correctly during the minting process, leading to a coin that features an interesting visual effect, where part of the design is missing or cut off. These coins display characteristics of charm and uniqueness, and as a result, the few that were discovered drew the attention of avid collectors who understood that owning such pieces represented an opportunity to invest in pieces of history that offered both aesthetic beauty and potential for monetary appreciation. The rarity of these misprints in combination with their artistic elements offers a fascinating glimpse into the world of numismatics, as dealers began to enthusiastically cater to a growing audience eager to take part in this unique investment opportunity. This newfound interest prompted collectors to engage in deeper research into how coin production works, encouraging them to uncover the nuances of identifying errors and understanding the broader implications of minting flaws on coin value. As word spread through numismatic communities and online forums, individuals began placing increasing importance on the specific characteristics that distinguished valuable coins from their run-of-the-mill counterparts. Prices soared as budding collectors examined their coins closely, hoping to find a hidden treasure in their pockets, couch cushions, or at flea markets. The production of the 1989 1-cent coin thus became a microcosm of the unique bond between collectors and their pursuit of what makes a coin valuable, whether that be historical significance, artistic merit, or rarity. With such remarkable demand for the 1989-era coins, the capacity for people to change their financial future simply by finding a single penny elevated interest in the genre into an explosive phenomenon. Auction houses soon began to moderate sales of rare coins, and these 1989 1-cent coins, many of which were uniquely misprinted, became hot commodities within collecting circles, pulling in jaw-dropping auction results that signified just how much these errors were appreciated and valued by the public. The intense competition to possess these prized coins led to bidding wars on the auction floor, where determined bidders sought to secure an elusive piece of history that would place them amongst the elite ranks of collectors. As prices climbed into the millions and interest intensified, it was clear that the 1989 1-cent coin represented an era where misprints no longer represented mere mistakes, but rather opportunities to invest in tangible assets that had the potential for exponential growth in value. The community of collectors energized by the pursuit of error coins was further amplified by increasing national media coverage surrounding successful bids at auctions. Reports of rare finds and new auction records broke through traditional boundaries, reaching not just seasoned enthusiasts but also everyday individuals who might not have previously regarded coin collecting as a serious pursuit. The accessibility of these tales helped fuel a new wave of interest, sparking curiosity in the hearts of many who found themselves captivated by the romance of treasure hunting in relation to simple everyday objects that could hold immense value. This newfound recognition provided a powerful shift in perception, as coins morphed from a simple form of currency to symbols of artistic endeavor and unpredictable fortune, compelling novice hobbyists to embrace the potential for hidden treasures within the confines of their own households. Furthermore, the excitement of the 1989 1-cent coin phenomenon ignited a cultural trend whereby coin collectors united online, sharing tips, showcasing their unique finds, and strategizing their approaches to hunting down error coins. This camaraderie became a pivotal part of the collectibles landscape as online communities, forums, and social media groups blossomed, allowing individuals to connect with like-minded enthusiasts from across the country who shared passionate discussions about identification, trading strategies, and valuable finds. As participants dived deeper into the world of error coins, the technical aspects of minting soon became a point of fascination, attracting a diverse array of enthusiasts who found joy in understanding how coins are made, the care taken at the mint, and the exacting nature of the process that leads to production errors. Meanwhile, academic studies on coin production processes began surfacing, further advancing the dialogue surrounding variant coins and their implications for both cable collectors and the hobby at large. The educational resources available soon popularized the understanding that even a single misaligned die or a subtle flaw during the minting process could lead to tremendous investment opportunities and lifetime passions. Opting into this vibrant landscape meant joining an engaging narrative that turned the seemingly mundane task of examining pennies into an exhilarating chase, exploring consumer behavior, investment strategies, and the thrill of discovery that comes with uncovering something extraordinary from the ordinary. As collectors immersed themselves in the ongoing adventure of identifying and acquiring these valuable era coins, they made peace with the notion of investing in the unforeseen and mysterious aspects that coin collecting entails. The 1989 1-cent coin shines a light on how coins carry with them the stories of their creation, allowing for thrilling tales to unfold in the hands of those who take the time to discover their unique characteristics. Owning one of these coins thus transforms the experience of mere possession into a deep connection to history and the markers of human involvement in that history. The intrinsic journey of coin collecting intertwines personal value and monetary significance, and the allure of the 1989 1-cent coin brilliantly illustrates that the blending of these elements continues to transcend the barriers of generations of collectors, who are constantly searching for meaning behind the pieces they seek to acquire. As we draw this riveting exploration to a close, it's imperative to remember the broader implications of enjoying the journey of coin collecting. The 1989 1-cent coin serves as a formidable reminder that a single penny can lead to transformational moments in our lives when we pause to consider its potential value. In a world that often seeks to dismiss the ordinary and overlook the small, this coin represents the power of the unexpected, holding promises of possibility for anyone willing to take the time to dig deeper into their change and appreciate the hidden stories that lie within. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into the heart of numismatics, the tale of the 1989 1-cent coin painted against the backdrop of human errors, calculated risks, present-day networking, and the ultimate treasure hunt. Make sure to like this video, share your thoughts and discoveries in the comments below, and subscribe for more captivating explorations into the fascinating realm of collectible coins that ignite our imaginations and inspire us to continue seeking treasures.